Hey, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight? Whew, okay. There's my comments. Thanks for joining me tonight. I did hear that Mash and Drum got done a little early, so also we're going to be having Trish is going to follow us, Whiskey Eyes, after I'm done, so everybody check her out. Okay, let's see. We've got some people in here. I saw some people here early. Cheers. Lilith is in here and Richie Z. Jen is in the chat. I know we've got Livewire Whiskey in here. He's helping me out, which I wore the support tonight. So go check out Livewire Whiskey. And we got Mike Franklin and Richie Z. I think I said Richie Z. Emily Chambers. Cheers, Emily. And let's see, Slapshot is here. Whiskey Mountains, hi Adriana. John T hanging out with us. I'm probably missing some people. There's Bourbon. Whiskey Crusader Will is here. He probably came to support someone that might be coming on here in a minute. Hi Cheech, cheers. Thanks for dropping that link for Whiskey Eyes. Hey, Mr. Whiskey Shits lady is in here. Cheers. Glad to see you. Okay. So tonight, for those of you that don't know, I was very blessed that Sarah from Whiskey Crusaders sent me 6 of the Irish whiskeys that I've never had. I haven't had a lot of Irish whiskey, but I seem to like it. So we're going to see kind of how this goes. And she is here to sit through them with me.
Hello.
There she is. Hey.
I am so happy to be here with you this evening. We are drinking one of my favorite styles of whiskey.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it started as bourbon, and I still love my bourbon. Don't get me wrong. But Irish has found a very, very close spot in my heart recently. And I've just fallen in love with it.
Huh.
So I'm happy to be here and go through these samples with you and see how you like it.
Oh gosh, I'm excited because I have no idea. I just opened them, so oh, it's exciting. All right, Northwest Bourbon and Old Man Joe. Cheers, guys! Glad you came in to see us. So I am gonna put on the ticker here. It tells you where you can find Sarah. They are on Monday nights, the Whiskey Crusaders. So make sure you check them out. That's when they go live. I've got some mods that are going to drop some links for me, so we'll make sure and get those in there too. They're also in the description. So please go into the description, go give a subscribe, and hit the notifications. And this was really cool of her to do this for me. So,
hey, I am happy to share what I can share. That's what whiskey's meant for. Sharing and educating and,
Yeah, I agree.
So what have you had for Irish whiskey before?
So, Stacey H is saying hi to us. She's excited that we're drinking Irish whiskey.
Yes, she loves her Irish whiskey too.
Okay. Huh. So, I've had some different redbreasts, Blue Spot, not a lot. I really like the Blue Spot though. I got that when we were traveling.
Yeah, so. I have enjoyed that one only a little bit because I can't find it for myself here. But I did have a sample and tried it and I liked it. So I like all the spots.
Yeah, and the only reason I don't have a bottle of it, but we found a little speakeasy when we were down in Vegas, and they were just getting ready to close, and they let Will and I come up to the bar, and they just gave us samples, and we bought some stuff, and it was cool. It was a good time.
Heck yeah, that works. And there's my cat. He's upset I don't have bacon this evening. So
what? You didn't bring bacon?
It's over there. I didn't grab it. I'm good. It's been a day. So it is what it is. So if you want to start, I was thinking about going in a proof order here.
Perfect.
Nothing about favorites or anything like that, just proof order. And so I'm going to have us start with Nepogue Castle.
Okay. Now, was there two of those?
There
Yeah.
is. There is a Texas Barrel Select, which is the one that we're going to start with.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to the Barolo Finish after that. They're both the same proof.
Okay.
This particular whiskey, what I found in researching, because this is a new one for me, William got a really great deal in finding this whiskey at the price that he found it at and the amount that he found it at. I did a little bit of research since I hadn't really heard of it before, hadn't really had it before. This was basically the guy, Mark Andrews, purchased Nepogue Castle in the 15th century. Him and his wife and architects bought this, and then he started buying casks of pot still whiskey from top distilleries around, and he would keep those casks, further age them, and finish them, and then he would bottle it under Nepogue Castle. And this particular one is a 46%. This is a barrel select for Texas. So they do have the 12-year-old out there that's just 12-year-old, but this is a Texas select. And it's a single malt Irish whiskey.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know if you know a lot about Irish whiskey or how much you know about Irish whiskey, but they do make single malts. They do make blended. They do make grain whiskey. So,
well, so this is the one. This one and the sherry finish were the ones I was kind of looking at, going, I don't know. I don't even know that I've heard of them. It sounds like everybody but me has heard of them. To be honest, before we go any further, I wanted to let everybody know, because I saw that Mike dropped it in chat. We are doing a giveaway tonight. So I am such a great lover of rye, but I do have a rare breed rye that we're going to be giving away today. So in the description are the links of where you can donate to get in. There's the Venmo and PayPal links, and every $5 gets you an entry, but make sure in the chat that you tag Livewire Whiskey and let them know how many entries you donated. And at the end of the hour, we'll go ahead and draw for this bottle.
I'm going to say I'm not a huge rye fan either, but I did enjoy that rare breed rye.
Well, and I'll tell you, I'm giving away the bottle and I haven't even tried it. So I know, but I'm getting some to try. So, okay. So this is the Texas barrel one, right?
This is a Texas Barrel Select, but as I said, there is just a plain regular 12-year out there. I've seen it at a couple different liquor stores since William brought this home. I had never heard of it until a couple weeks ago. He found it at a liquor store for the first bottle was $10 on sale. And then the Barolo was next to it for, I believe it was 15. And he just bought it because it was, the price of what it is. So let's go ahead and see what it is. Knowing that I thoroughly enjoy Irish whiskey. So,
Adriana was asking you to explain something, but I'm not sure what she was asking you to explain. Just said, please explain that. Adriana, if you want to throw that back in the chat. I'm sure.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what she wanted either. She honestly doesn't know a lot about Irish.
Okay. So, all right, let's get into this one then.
I find that all of the Irish whiskeys that I've had and I kind of gravitate to are very buttery, very fruity, sweet, but not overly sweet. And occasionally you'll find that some that are a little bit metallic, but not overly metallic. The pot still style of whiskey for me is my favorite, and the majority of the Irish is done in pot still.
So
what do you think?
Well, I haven't tasted it. You know what it smells like to me? It smells like Whoppers.
Whoppers.
Yeah. Like malty chocolate.
Yeah. Well, that malt that's coming out.
Yeah.
This is a single malt that doesn't have any grain in it.
Oh, there's Adriana's question. You said about it being a single malt, and she doesn't know about the different types, not all barley.
Yeah, the single malt is it's all malted barley in here. And Irish it's just like other whiskeys where you can have different grains in it. Thank you, William, for answering before I got a chance to. Like you said, single malt and single pot still. As opposed to being a grain whiskey where there's no malt, it's all grain, or a blended where it's a blend of both.
Okay.
Irish does come in all three versions.
Okay, so
Tealing
I was thinking this particular one might be the one I don't like. It's good. Yeah, it's like it tastes kind of milk chocolatey.
Mm-hmm.
To me.
Creamy.
Yeah, really creamy. Now, hold on. I'm so bad at determining like a wood or anything along those lines, or identifying certain spices. But I feel like there's some kind of baking spice, very slight underneath it.
I get a little bit of a cinnamony on the finish. And
okay,
like I said, this is 46%, but to me, it drinks a little bit higher. It feels like it is a higher proof. No, I have not. Haven't had any dingle.
I have to ask Mike exactly what he meant watching your lady do her thing.
That's me.
That's you.
He's
doing your
me.
thing.
Yeah. He's out in the garage. Well, right now he's not. He's getting the bacon. There is also peated Irish.
Okay, I really like this a lot. It does have a really strong right in the middle of it, so it comes in nice and easy. Then you get a little bit of a punch, and then it comes back down.
Mm-hmm. And it's got a nice long finish for me.
It does.
It has a bit of a wood impact for me as well. This particular one aged in first fill bourbon barrels.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Non-chill filter, of course. So with that, we should move on to the next one, the Barolo Finish.
So Lilith, I think we've got a green spot that we're doing tonight, if I remember right.
Yes.
And then, which redbreast did you have, Lil? Curiosity. I like every redbreast that I've ever tried.
Have you tried the PX yet?
No.
I'm sad because we just got the PX last week, and I had already sent out your samples and everything. Mm-hmm. And I was like,
that's okay.
I could have sent that in there.
Okay, you said we're moving on to what?
The Barolo Finish, the same Nepogue Castle. And this one,
oh yeah, I'm curious about this one.
Is the same 12-year whiskey, but it is finished in Barolo red wine barrels.
Okay.
That's a red wine that's produced in northern Italy. So
now nobody can see this, but I'm so excited because I'm using my little tasting board that Livewire Whiskey made for me, that William got me for Christmas. So
that's awesome.
So Jen has saying that she's never had an Irish whiskey. Do you mean you've never had any Irish whiskey?
That is sad and needs to be remediated, I believe.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that might have to change.
Yeah, definitely. So to give you an idea around here, the Nepogue Castle, just the regular one, I had looked up, and it looks like it runs from anywhere between $40 to $50 normally.
Okay.
This particular one that we're about to drink runs, I believe I saw about $80 or so. William got these bottles for about $15 each.
Wow.
Yeah, he got real lucky. So this is the same exact thing. It is the same 46%, 12 years. It's aged in the bourbon barrels and then finished in the Barolo barrels.
Okay.
So
thank you,
bourbon
Adriana.
first.
Adriana's in for 2. And yes, Lil, Cheech, you need to get on that. Jen needs some Irish in her life.
You really do. It'll change your life.
I'm 1 in, but I'm I'm doing good. Sarah asked me before we were in the green room, and she says, "Are you ready?" And I said, "I'm really nervous. What if I hate it all?"
I don't. I'm pretty confident that what I sent you, you are not going to hate any of.
Okay. Yes, Shane, I will see you soon when you come over to Idaho. I'm very excited to actually meet you in person. Okay, so on this one, I'm surprised how different that is from the other one.
It's that finish, the Barolo finish makes the berries and fruit notes pop out so much more.
It's so fruity on the nose.
Yes, ma'am. I like this one's my favorite out of the 2. Of course, I always go for the more expensive Irish whiskeys. That's just how it is.
It's like a berry, huh? Like a raspberry or
I get raspberries and blackberries.
Okay.
I get a little bit of like very ripe strawberry.
And the palate's a lot different than the nose on this one.
The palate,
really fruity.
Yeah, the palate to me, the actual fruit notes are a little bit tamped down a little bit. The creaminess that I got on the regular 12 is not as prevalent in this one. It's not as creamy.
Okay. It does have a little bit of dough or bread or something like that.
Notes to it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I find that a lot in Irish whiskeys.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like that note, that yeasty, almost like you're walking into Subway and they just made some fresh bread.
I have a love-hate relationship with it, really. I don't know. Sometimes I think it depends on what it's with, what other kind of notes. I'm not loving it because I was so excited about the fruity, and then that came in, and I'm like, oh, dang it.
It's okay.
It's still good though. It's
okay.
You know what I don't like? I don't like the finish.
Yeah.
I love everything up until that finish, and it just kind of hangs there. So if you like the finish, it's great because it's everlasting, but
it is. It's a long finish. Both of them have a long finish, which is what makes me say it drinks higher than it actually is.
It definitely does. It's kind of got that like a mixture of a peppery spice and a cocoa.
Yeah, I get almost a clovish feel to the end.
Cheers, Cool Running. By the way, guys, don't forget, if you are entering the drawing, I'm seeing some stuff come through. Please make sure you tag Livewire Whiskey in that so he can get you into the drawing.
Yeah, Stacy, I saw Stacy post that she had found this one, I think she said for $83. Yeah, in Kentucky. So it was one of those that William kind of got lucky. And
sounds like it.
Walking into that liquor store for his work, and there was 2 of the liquor stores in the area, so he went to both because they have the same stuff. He bought them all out.
Cheers, Cool Running. Glad you're here.
So that one's kind of iffy on you.
It's a little iffy. It's something that I could sit down and drink, but I probably wouldn't reach for it.
Okay.
I haven't found one I don't like. It's just maybe because I liked the first one so much better.
Maybe. Very well could be. All right. We are going to move on to the green spot. And did you say that you had green spot before? Just
Blue
a regular
spot.
green? Blue spot, not green spot.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay. I sent you the Chateau Montelena, which there is the base green spot, and then there is two other versions of green spot, the Chateau Montelena and the Barton. And I like them both.
Okay.
I lean more towards the Montelena because of the notes in it. Grab it. Here it comes in our fancy green or spot tube because they all come in spot tubes. So this is what this looks like.
Okay.
Okay. So this is, again, a pot still whiskey. It's a single pot still whiskey, triple distilled. So they take their normal green spot and then they finish it in Chateau Montelena barrels. Their normal green spot is matured in sherry and bourbon casks for 12 years, or 12 months. Sorry. I'm sorry. And then finished for 12 months in this.
Okay.
It's a French oak Zinfandel wine cask from Napa Valley. So
Irish
this
says,
again,
Irish whiskey is now my jam.
oh yeah, man. Welcome to the club. It is a wonderful jam. Wonderful. So
yeah, that's totally different than the other two. Totally different.
Well, the Barolo cask is a red wine finish. This is a Zinfandel. So this is a white wine finish. And
it's what kind of finish is it?
It is a Chateau Montelena, which is in Napa Valley.
Okay.
So it's a French oak Zinfandel wine cask. And this is also 46%.
It smells like wine. I mean, that makes sense, but
Well, it's finished for 12 months in that French oak Zinfandel cask.
yeah, Stacey, I'm wondering, Zinfandel is a red wine. I'm wondering if it is a white Zinfandel, maybe. I don't know.
Well, by the color of it, I would think it's a white Zinfandel because the Barolo is a red wine. And this is, see the difference? William Poppy, I know you are listening. You are the wine dude. Do you know?
Zin is a red too, love. Yeah.
Okay. What is this one?
I would assume it probably is.
I don't know.
Oh, Cheech, thank you for dropping that. Yeah. So if you want to be able to vote for what cases we do on criminal cocktails, the Patreon is open. Even the lowest tier gets voting rights on that. So they did vote, and we have decided on our next case. Jen, if you want to drop a little something about that so I don't take up too much time talking about it, we do have our next case decided on for next week.
If it is a red, then it didn't pick up very much of that influence from the color of that wine. Maybe it's not very dark red.
And then, okay. But I will say it smells a lot sweeter. Like
it is.
Like candy banana.
You get banana?
I get like the candy or the banana chips, the dried banana chips.
I have a hard time getting banana on whiskeys.
I don't usually, like, people say banana and I'm like, oh, everybody says banana, but it was like the first thing I smelled on it. Okay. Okay, here's someone coming in at your defense there, Sarah. I think the Montelena Green Spot tube says it is a white Zinfandel.
William just came in and grabbed the tube and is looking at it.
Okay. Oh, that's sweet.
He said it just Zinfandel. It is a very sweet whiskey.
Very sweet.
Yeah. This is one of the sweeter ones that I've had, and that could very well be why I enjoy it so much.
Yeah.
Because I do like my bourbon. I did start with my bourbon, and bourbon is very sweet.
It's like a
So
fruit syrup.
that could be it. It is.
Yeah.
The regular green spot is not this sweet. For some reason, I thought you had the green spot, which is why I didn't send you the regular green spot.
Well, no. Okay, I was in Vegas, so I had been drinking. I don't know if my husband's in the chat or not, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we had Blue Spot and Redbreast 20 something. It was a long day. So.
Yeah, see, Stacey, I like the Barton. I do like the Barton, but I haven't spent as much time with it as I have the Montelena. I do like all the spots. Go ahead.
So Livewire, classic overripe banana notes. Oh, that was a whole lot of science.
Yeah. I have a hard time getting it though.
Huh. Okay.
I hear a lot of people say they get banana notes in Jack Daniels and in Old Forester. I don't get it in either of them. Maybe my nose is just broken to banana.
See, and I know that everybody says banana in Jack Daniels, but I only got it on one of the Jack Daniels I've tried. I want to say it was the Single Barrel Select. It's the only one I got it on. Yes, Lord. It was that little speakeasy between Mandalay Bay and the Luxor when you go through the little shop area. There's a speakeasy, and then pretty much connected to it is a little door for, and it's actually not the speakeasy itself. It's another little bar in there. Phenomenal.
Fun.
It was so much fun.
1972 banana notes.
Oh, I see Mike was cheating. He Googled it.
You copy paste, huh?
Okay, so Richie C says he gets banana notes on 1792.
1792.
I don't know. Maybe you and I are immune to banana, except that was the first thing that hit me on this last one that we drank.
I don't know. I have not gotten it in the things that other people are like, oh my God, there's so much banana in there. Or I don't like it because there's banana in there. And I'm like, I get no banana. Whatever. I mean, taste is subjective. It's one of the wonderful things about whiskey. Livewire gets it on the 1792 as well.
Yeah, Richie, candied banana is really the only one. If it's people are saying like a regular banana, I don't pick that up very easily. But candied banana or candied peach, that's the kind of stuff that pops out at me.
Yeah. I've gotten the only banana note I've really gotten on anything is like the Runts candy.
Oh, yeah.
That really fake banana.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't, people say like, oh, I got banana bread or banana nut muffins or whatever. And I don't get it. But that's okay.
All right. What are we going on to?
Okay. We are going to move on to the oldest one that I sent you.
Oh, yes. Happy birthday, Jim. Let's do a cheers to Jim. It's his birthday. Everybody say cheers.
Cheers, Jim. Happy birthday.
Okay. Sorry, I interrupted you, Sarah. That was rude.
No, you are good. Apparently I'm making Livewire hungry. Okay, so we're moving on to our oldest one that I sent you. It is the Glendalough Single Malt Irish Whiskey. It is 17 years old. That thing is shiny. William is sitting over here waiting.
That's a cool box, though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, except for you got to be careful. It's not secured in, so you got to be careful when you open it.
Who put this lid on? I can't get it off.
Me, probably.
my gosh.
I wanted to be very safe that this particular one made it without spilling. I pulled this box out just now and pulled it over here, and William is kneeling in front of me right over there with a glass, like, please, sir, can I have some more? Because we don't pull this one out very often.
Okay, I'm going to step off screen and try and get this open real quick.
Okay. It is an expensive bottle. This is a single malt Irish whiskey. Again, it is 17 years. It's 46%. This was aged in ex-bourbon barrels for 15 years. And then it was finished after that in Japanese Mizunara casks for the final 2 years. This is from the Glendalough Distillery. I actually couldn't find a whole lot of information about this particular distillery when I was researching. I did find that it was founded by 5 friends from Wicklow in Dublin, established in 2011, and billed as Ireland's first craft distillery.
Okay.
So
I have to ask, what is Mizunara cask? Because I don't know.
Japanese Mizunara casks, it's a type of wood.
Okay.
What, love? Huh? A type of oak. Yeah, wood if you want to.
Okay.
But this is the 17 Mizunara, not the 13. Yeah, this is the 17, Ben. We do have the 13, but that one has not been opened yet. It's one of the only bottles of whiskey in the house that has not been opened yet because you cannot find it anymore. And I just haven't gotten the balls to go around and open it yet because I know once I open it, that's going to be it. So while I personally couldn't find a whole lot of information on it, and I did not want to go back and watch our live stream, we did have I don't know if it was the distiller or just the owner of Glendalough on the Whiskey Crusaders on a live stream on Monday night. We went through their whole line. And the next day, I sent William to the liquor store to buy what he could find.
Okay.
We spent
you had him on your channel.
We had him on the channel. So he did talk about we did talk a lot about the distillery, what the picture on the bottles means, all of that information. I just did not have the time to go back and watch that 2-hour stream to get the
that's
information.
Interesting. I'll have to go look at that. I'll have to go check. I'll have to go back and do the replay on that.
They do make other whiskeys. This one's matured in an Irish oak cask, originally ex-bourbon, pot still, that are more readily available, not as expensive, because this particular one, I think, is the most expensive whiskey we have in a house, which is why it stays in the back. But this is also, I can't get it out. The 13-year is a Mizunara cask. We have it back here in the corner, right? Everything's backwards right here. And it is, like I said, still waiting to be opened. Okay. Now, we believe, because of the age of this, we believe that this is what's called Old Coulee juice. Coulee, that meaning they bought casks from Old Coulee casks and finished it in the.
Okay.
So
it smells kind of sweet.
The Mizunara casks, it brings out something that I've never found in any other whiskey. It's so different.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have like that strong, like spicy feel to it. It has a lot of, to me, I get some tropical fruits in here.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like when you think of a tropical fruit bowl.
Yep. Or one of those hats the dancers wear, all the fruit.
Oh, that's good. I like that one. That's good.
Mhm.
Wow. You're going to get me liking all this stuff I can't have.
They still make this. It's still out there. I've seen it. William actually saw one at one of the stores he went to last week.
That's what he just said in chat is that, or no, I guess that was someone else. But he was saying it's got some spice on the palate.
See, I don't get that much for spice on the palate.
I don't either.
I don't get that much spice on the palate at all. Yeah, you can still find this one. Again, it runs for about $400. It is to me, because of what it is, it's the old Cooley juice. It's hard to find that. And just what it is in the glass, I just, one of those I had to have.
It's really good.
It is.
Oh, cheers. They also do glad you're here. We're drinking Irish.
Yay.
We're drinking Irish and giving away rare breed rye. That's what we're doing tonight.
Like Stacy said, they also do make a poutine.
Okay.
Poutine. So this is basically Irish white dog.
So
and go ahead.
Do you get like there is a spice now. Now I went back to it. I do get it. It's like I'm really bad at spices, so I'm gonna guess and say either nutmeg or clove. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I was gonna say anything was there, I'd probably lean towards more the nutmeg or the allspice side of things.
It's funny, people say allspice. I have no idea what allspice is like. None.
Buy yourself some allspice and sniff on it.
I think I have some. I need to do that.
Right. Yeah, if you don't have some, it's not often early in the journey that I would go into the spice cabinet and just pull things down and smell them. Do
you get like on the finish I'm going to say smoke, but I don't mean campfire smoke, more like hickory smoke. Hickory smoke, that's what. Do you get that on the finish?
That very well could be that Mizunara cask.
Yeah, it kind of tastes like the hickory smoke I used to put in my clam chowder.
It's good. I like it. It is one of my this particular brand. I've liked everything that's come out of. I don't think
it's good.
I don't think you could go wrong picking up any of them.
It drinks a little warm.
It does. Again, it's 46% as well.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I like about these ones that I've sent you is that it might be 46%, the first 4 now that we've had, but they drink so much higher.
Yeah, I love my high hair. Absolutely.
I love my high
Cheers, Selfless Dogs. Glad you're here. Always good to see you.
Yeah, Stacy, I agree. There really isn't a bad Glendalough. I completely agree with that.
Yeah, that one, it's really sweet, and then that finish just comes up a little spicy, little peppery.
Kind of sneaks up on you a little.
Yeah, it does. Those have really long finishes.
It's one for me that seems to be ever changing with each pass that I take. That something new pops out.
Yeah, and when I go back to it, I'm gonna have to come back through these again because when I went back to that, I got totally different notes.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend doing that. And while these bottles have been drank down a little bit, this is the one that has been drank down the least, so it can still be opening up some. I would recommend pouring some in your glass and leaving it for 10-15 minutes.
Okay.
And coming back and see what happens. Because as it opens up, it changes. And that's one of the things I love about this particular whiskey is it changes.
Definitely more than most. Like in a matter of minutes, it changed. I'm very curious to see what it's like in another hour.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was within minutes. And I was like, oh, wow, there it all is.
Yep. Yeah. So that is Glendalough. And again, Stacy agrees. You can't go wrong with any Glendalough that you buy. Even their normal base whiskey,
Mm-hmm.
it's good. It's a good product. And I bought them all.
You bought them all.
Literally spent almost a mortgage payment, well, our mortgage, at the liquor store the next day because I wanted them all.
Wow.
All right. We got 2 more in about 20 minutes.
Okay. Are we going Tealing?
We are going Tealing next because we are going in proof order. This is the Tealing Whiskey. This is a single cask, and it is finished in PX sherry.
Oh.
It's a total wine pick. We got this at the Bastards Ball. We found it while we were down there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It was also, October was our 14-year anniversary when we were down there. So this is what we got.
2019 or 2021?
2021.
Okay.
This last ball.
The last one? Yeah.
Yeah. Was our 14-year anniversary. So we bought this because it's 14 years. This is 54.3%. So we're moving up from that 46%.
Moving on up. Okay.
I would agree with that there, Stacy.
Now, this is the one I was excited about because I've been told forever that Tealing is probably the one I'm going to like. So I don't know. I really liked that first one.
Tealing is one of my favorite Irish whiskey companies. So Tealing has kind of a long background of where it came around. In the end, the Tealing, well, in the beginning, Tealing started as a Cooley, and then they sold, but Tealing kept back some of the old Cooley casks. So this is Cooley juice as well.
Okay.
So now they're owned by Beam Centauri.
Yeah, that I didn't know.
These are our old Cooley juice that they kept back when they sold off to Beam. So
it's got some mint in there that I'm smelling.
Yeah, it does. I get spearmint.
Spearmint, yeah, like spearmint gum.
Yep. Then I get the strong berries from that PX finish.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. That's so creamy.
Uh-huh. It's got the creaminess. It's got the berries. I get strawberries and raspberries and cherry all mixed in there.
Lots of berries and a lot of fruit.
That's that PX finish.
But it's not a slap of sweetness either. It's like kind of all blended with that creaminess. And
that's 14 years in the cask.
And then again, on that finish, you get that black peppery kind of, but not overpowering on this one, just enough to kind of make you go, huh.
Yeah. So this is a total wine, and I don't know if you have total wine around you.
We're ABC.
This is one that is randomly still out there. We found one in December up here at one of our Total Wines and had to pick it up. So this is one we have a backup barrel, thankfully, because it is good. They do make a 15-year as well. The one we have is finished in Oloroso instead of the PX. So we have both the sherries. But I thought this one, because of on PX sherry finish, I get the berries. It's all berry forward.
Definitely fruity.
Oloroso, I get more of the waxy walnut, and it kind of has the Oloroso kind of has a funk to me.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah. While William loves the 15, I I like the 15 a lot, but I like the 14 more because I like those berries. But I lean that way often with sherry finishes, the Oloroso versus the PX. And I've been told that there are other finishes in other places for the 14 and the 15 as well.
That's
how you feel about that?
PX sherry finish. I like the way that sherry, that you can pick that up, but you pick up all the fruit, but it's not super, super sweet. It's a really good balance.
It really is. They did a really good job with picking these barrels. Again, this is a single cask, so it's not blended. There's nothing else going on in there except for the whiskey finish in the PX.
So Ben Demon Hunter is very happy right now. The Lambe, did I say that right? Lambe single malt cognac is so lovely, crushable.
I cannot say that I've had that before. And William says, yes, it's a sulfur funk that he gets, and he loves it.
Oh, okay.
Wow. And you know how I lean towards those notes. I don't like peat. I don't like the, burning. Yeah. So maybe that's why I don't lean as much to the Olorosos because of that. But I like it.
Yeah.
But I prefer a PX.
Okay. That was really good. I like that. That one and the first one that we did in the Barolo cask.
The Nepogue Castle.
Yeah. I'm so afraid to try to pronounce some of this because I'm feeling like a blonde, but
well, I'll tell you, I wasn't 100% sure how to pronounce this one until I looked it up, and it actually had a pronunciation next to it, and it's literally Nahpogue, Nepogue.
Okay, Nepogue.
I was like, is it Nepogue, Knockabee? Is the K silent? Because it is half the time. I don't know what Ireland does.
I need an audio, please.
We do that often on our videos. If it's on the liqueurs, especially, I'll go to Google Translate and it'll say it for us. Yeah, you like the Texas one. The first one was the Texas Barrel Select.
That's right, because I was surprised that I liked that better than the other one. That's right. Okay. Mm-hmm. See,
so
Will's keeping me on the game there. Good.
So while we're on the Tealing still, if you haven't had any other Tealing products, Tealing makes good products. All of their line is good.
I think I have a bunch of Tealing.
Do you? And you haven't had it?
Yeah, I think I'll have to ask Will, but I'm looking. Oh, yeah, we have Tealing up there. Tealing, I can't see it. It's too high up and I'm 5 feet tall, but yeah. We have it's about a third of the way gone.
Sounds like William's doing damage on that, huh?
Yep, I'm gonna have to pull it down.
Speaking of, there he is. I see him in the chat now. So, on to the next one, the last one. But yes, go back and hit some of that Tealing before your husband finishes it. And spend a little time with that because, yes, while you might not be able to find this 14-year-old, they have other amazing stuff out there. And if you do like peat, they do have one that came out, I think it was last year that it came out some point in time. The Black Pits peated Irish whiskey from Tealing. I am pulling out the...
Mike is asking... Where is it? Are all the Tealing 80 proof?
No. I don't believe so. The regular line you talking? Because the regular line might be all the same, but their single casks and those things are not. William, do not pour that.
So, Ben Demon Hunter, to answer your question, that would not be me. I'm just saying. I don't know,
What was the
actually.
question? I missed the question.
Whiskey Mountains wants to know, or sorry, Ben Demon Hunter wanted to know who is shorter, me or the Hobbit. And she answers the Hobbit, but not by much. We're about a half an inch apart.
I'm 5 foot even, so I'm right there with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm fairly short. Okay, so on to our last whiskey here. This particular whiskey is a special whiskey, and not just because I say it's special because of how it's made. So this is Middleton, very rare. This is Dare Gaelic Knockrath Forest. Okay, so this particular whiskey is made at the Middleton Distillery. It is matured initially in American oak bourbon barrels, and then it is finished in a virgin native Irish oak hogshead casks that is grown. These particular ones are grown on the Knockrath estate.
On the what estate?
Knockrath estate. That's the area that it's called in Ireland. So this is the Knockrath Forest Edition. There was 7 different trees. So these trees are grown. They're Irish oak. They're grown and specifically knocked down for this, for these special whiskeys, this Irish oak line. Okay. So there are 7 different trees. So they take tree 1 into barrels, put the whiskey in, that's labeled tree 1, tree 2, tree 3, so on, 7 trees.
Oh, so that's where the tree 6 comes in.
So this particular one is tree 6. We also have tree 4. I believe it's tree 4 back there that, but I personally like this one better. So I sent you this one. This particular one is 113.2 proof. And again, this is tree 6.
Tree 6 is what you sent me.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
That's what it should say on your label. Yeah.
Yeah, tree 6.
Okay. I want to make sure I pulled out the right one.
Because I was like, did I read that right? A tree? What?
A tree? Oh, William's over here again. Please, can I have some more? So
did the bacon come out yet?
Yeah, he comes out for the really, really good ones that we don't open all the time because, again, I say this is a special bottle because this is a special line of them. There's only X amount of them made because there's only X amount of trees. We got lucky. There was 2 trees that came through our area. I think there's actually 3. I think Matt has a different one than us. And like Donald has 2 different trees. Stacy says she has tree 2 and tree 6. And tree 2, but 6 and 4 are really nice as well. This is not the first time they've done special series like this. There's several other ones that they've done where there is only X amount of bottles finished in the Irish oak. So that's the special part. Irish oak.
So of all of these ones that you sent me, which one's your favorite?
This.
Is it? Okay.
This. And this was actually our just the Middleton Dare Gaelic, the Knockrath Forest series. It's the one that we labeled as our favorite, as Whiskey Crusaders, our favorite Irish whiskey of 2021, because this was the 2021 release. Livewire asks, how's that Barry Crockett Legacy bottle? It is wonderful, but I haven't gotten to spend a whole lot of time with it yet. So I'm letting it open up some more. Barry Crockett was also put out by Middleton. Barry Crockett was one of the distillers, I believe, named after him. But it is one that is a rare as well.
Thank you, Will. Yes, please everybody hit the like button. It does help out channels like mine that are just getting started. I appreciate that. Also, don't forget, in the description is the link to Whiskey Crusaders, which is the channel that Sarah's from. Go over there and check it out. Hit the subscribe and the notifications.
Yes,
a lot of knowledge on that channel.
Stacey, in order to actually be able to knock down an Irish oak tree, you have to have permission, special permission from the Irish government to do so.
Okay, so this actually smells like that tropical fruit again, but way more. This
that is one of the reasons why I like this one so much. In all the trees that I've had, we've had several of the trees. We've had some other people who watch the channel send us samples of their tree. I think we have tree 5 and tree 3 back there. So that would be 4, 5, and 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think Matt has 2. So we've tried several of them, and we're trying really hard to get all of them. And once we do, we will do a live stream with all of them. But one of my favorite things about this particular series this year is the fruitiness on this whiskey. I like the tropical fruits. I like the papaya and the mango and slight coconut in there. I love
pineapple. This is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, William, we've had several, of course, throughout our lifetime as a channel here. We've had several of them.
That is really, really good.
Now, again, this is not a cheap bottle. This one was, I think, $300. But it's one of those bottles. It is one of those bottles that, for us, this in the Glendalough, they're put away. They're meant to share. And if I know somebody that's going to come in here and appreciate it for what it is, I'm going to pour you some. You know, if you're going to come in here and be like, I think I like it. I think I like Irish whiskey. Then I'm going to pour you some of this regular Glendalough here and see how you feel about it first. And then we'll move up, right? But someone like you who drinks whiskey and appreciates whiskey, I'm going to share it with you. But as far as us at home, it's a celebration whiskey, special occasion whiskey. We're going to keep it back there, out of sight, out of mind, and kind of just savor it.
Yeah, this.
Now, I'm not going to lie, I have 2. Mm-hmm. I have 2 of this tree, so I'm been a little bit more lenient with this bottle.
Well, and I got to say, this is one of those bottles that you put up and you bring down to make memories with. Like, something you want to remember. This is really, really good. Thank you so much for sending this. Is the last one.
Of course. I had a feeling that if I sent you the right ones, we were definitely going to find something that you really liked. Now, you might have to talk Will into, finding one of these bottles if you happen to find one. If you do and you can, buy it. There are still some of these knockoffs out in the wild. I've seen them. So it's just, where you shop or ask around if something you're interested in. Did you share some with Will? Is he drinking with you tonight?
He actually is out having a cigar. So I did leave some in the bottles so that he can try them later. And then I left some in my glasses because I want to come back to them and see how they evolve. So
there you go. Yeah, like I said, this is one that my Will came in for. She's opening that bottle. I'm gonna come get some.
Wait a minute. What is this? I found one. I'm not.
You had all 6 of them.
Oh,
okay. You found a tree? Which tree did you find? Tax season.
Yeah. We're gonna fight. No.
That's fighting words, Will. Because if my William would have said, "Hey, I found this," I would have said, I'm transferring some money, buy it, because that's how much I like this whiskey.
So couple of housekeeping things. Sarah, holy crap. I know that like Will and Matt were just like, she sent you some great stuff. You did not disappoint. This was fantastic. I'm so appreciative. It was a lot. Thank you.
Of course. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad I'm able to share it.
And then
eyes to Irish whiskey.
Oh, God, it's so good.
Uh-huh.
And then thanks for bringing that up, Stahl. Livewire dropped a link. I am going to be on Whiskey Central this Saturday, so go check out her channel. We're going to be going through scotches. I don't know that I'm going to love them as much as this Irish, but I'm going to keep an open mind and I'm going to go through them with her. So
you got this.
Yeah, we're going to.
You know if repeat it or not?
She knows how I feel about Pete, so she said she was going to take it easy on me. So
okay,
we're going to see.
I have a feeling.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that you feel the same way as I do about Pete.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then also Sunday night on Livewire, there is a battle between the Likes and Livewire Whiskey. So they did say they may need a moderator, which could be me at that point. So Whiskey Wars asked a question real quick, and then I also wanted to bring up, I know I see people dropping the links. Thank you so much. Trish is going on after us, so please go over to Whiskey Eyes if you want to keep this going and hang out a little bit. Ladies, if I may ask, what is your favorite Irish? I realize that's a tough question. Top 3 if you can't narrow it down.
We just drank my favorite brand. As far as what you can get regularly, Middleton, he just came running back in for more. Middleton is my favorite Irish distillery. They're very rare. All of the ones that I've had, all the special forests, so good. After that, I would say if I can find anything that's put out by Cooley.
So mine was that last one, the Middleton. God, don't make me say it.
Dare Gaelic. Dare Gaelic.
Dare Gaelic.
It took me a while to get that down too. When it first came out, I was like, that D1.
And then I did like, I liked the Green Spot, but the Nepogue? No?
No. Nepogue.
Nepogue. I like that. Okay. So with that, also we're going to kick this over to Trish. Please, before you leave, hit the like. The challenge coins are here. Patrons are now telling me what numbers they want for those that have that as part of their patron package. And then we're going to open it up for all of you. It's all exciting stuff. I'm super thrilled about all the good stuff going on, all the support you guys have given Women of Whiskeys. My dream was an all-inclusive channel, and I think that we're there, and you guys have been great. People like Sarah coming on, and I think I'm scheduled to go on Bourbon Bites at some point. So thank you all for all your support. And next week is our Criminals and Cocktails. Jen will be with me for that. She's been busy researching the case now that patrons have decided what we're doing. So we are going to do the giveaway, and then we're going to kick it over to Trish. Yes, Pinch Hitter Whiskey Lounge, we are doing the giveaway. So I'm going to wait here for Mike to tell me how many numbers we're picking from.
While you wait for that, I want to reiterate what Stacy said up above here, that people think of Irish whiskey and they think of 40% Jameson. Irish whiskey has changed in a huge way, and we don't get everything here in the US for sure. We don't see all of it. It's kind of like Canada, but we do get more of good Irish whiskey than we get good Canadian. But when you're reaching for an Irish whiskey, if you haven't reached for one before, please don't go to Jameson. Jameson's great. It's great in its own respect, but most bars use that for like a well Irish to mix drinks, and it's a very metallic whiskey. Reach for a Tealing. reach for Nepogue Castle, something like that you can, experience a little bit more of what Irish whiskey has. And if you have questions about what you should reach for, reach out to me and I can help you. Or,
obviously,
any of the Whiskey Crusaders. Stacy's in the Discord. If you're not in that, you should check it out.
If someone has
Donald
that Discord
Grant,
link, if someone wants to drop that Discord link, that'd be good.
If you don't know Donald Rance, you should know him if you want to know about Irish whiskey. He is the Irish Yoda. He's in Discord. I mean, if you're looking to get into it, talk to some of us. We'll help you get into it.
Yeah. Okay. So we are doing numbers 1 through 26. Sarah, pick a number between 1 and 26.
13.
13, Mike. 13's the number.
I was born on the 13th. So 13's my number.
Oh, okay. What month?
Unless it goes to 42. November.
Oh.
Unless it goes to 42, and then that's my number for obvious reasons. If you know, you know.
Okay. So, again, we're giving away this rare breed. Oh, goodness. There's so much. There's so many things. Most of it's in the description. Cheech donated his entries to Jim Morris, the birthday boy, and he is our winner tonight.
Oh, awesome.
How awesome is that? Happy birthday, Jim. I will get this in the mail.
Cheers, Jim.
Cheers, Jim. I think I have your address, but just in case, will you please email it to me at womenofwhiskies@gmail.com. Happy birthday.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Sarah, thank you. One last thing, mods, if you could drop Whiskey Crusaders link in as well as Whiskey Eyes. Everybody head over and have a little fun with Trish, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Remember, there's no wrong way to drink your whiskey, so just share it with your friends and drink it how you like it.
Cheers.
Cheers, all.